So we'll just touch on a bit of our expertise. So if you're not already working with MTI and Dell in some form, you can understand a bit of the breadth and depth that we bring to some of our customers' data protection teams. Finn, I don't know if you don't want to touch on, I guess, your experience working with MTI and the skills that we've brought to some of your customers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about the expertise that MTI bring to healthcare customers, and it's incredibly extensive. You know, the 35 years you've been in the industry, you've been leaders and working very closely with Dell throughout that time. I think most recently the cyber assessment sessions that you've done with the healthcare customers across the NHS, talked about 95% of customers have been through that assessment, and it's been incredibly beneficial in enabling them to strengthen their cyber posture.
Absolutely. I think working with Dell through the duration of that process, which has been over the past 4 to 5 years, we've now got everybody to the point where they at least understand or on a journey to achieving secure backup and moving towards what we call, I guess, next generation backup. And that couldn't be done, I guess, without Dell's scale in working with over 4,000 customers globally in data protection.
Yes, good points, Ashwin, there. And I just wanted to say, from a Dell perspective, those customers not only are within healthcare, we span the breadth of every single vertical. Dell is a large organisation in its own right, but where we can bring our expertise is the breadth of the portfolio. So our data protection strategy is always key. We have other elements of our portfolio that we can bring together and provide a one-stop solution for our customers. We've seen this in some of the healthcare industry within Ireland. We were able to rock up and within 3 days get them back up and running with infrastructure. That's the breadth of the Dell supply chain that we were able to bring. And then similarly with MTI, we are able to help our customers understand issues quicker, define the problem, and then put a solution around that rapidly. Whereas, you know, when we're working with customers, it's very difficult for us to get that defined out. Working with a partner such as MTI, it's really easy to get that going.
Absolutely, and that's where, I guess, MTI's services practice come in. Obviously, we've recently been awarded some great awards from the Dell team, Specialist Partner of the Year, Service Delivery Partner of the Year, and that's because we walk a customer through right from the start of the cycle, from assessing the as-is and where they want to be, to designing an architecture that works for them now and in the future, and then deploying that technology to best practice, ensuring there's no gaps in the configuration and managing that technology for them if they need additional support through the operational life cycle of the kit.
And I think that's another really good point, that MTI are incredible at working with our healthcare customers, especially with managed services. The end-to-end services that MTI provided with a whole host of different customers that we have in the south of England, for instance, has been incredible, and it's a service that really no other partner we've seen is actually able to provide. So I think that's worth calling out as well.
And I think that's what we're all trying to achieve, is giving our customers the confidence that if anything did happen, they're able to get their data back and bring back clinical services as quickly as possible. So that's really the confidence that we can bring with Dell's scale, and confidence that you are backing up so many different customers and so many different types of organisation and data platforms that, if things did go to a disaster recovery event, that you'd be able to support our customers getting them back. So I guess we'll touch on the context for how we see the world of healthcare. I don't know if you wanted to talk through, I guess, there's obviously regional and national objectives set out by the NHS, and how we're aligning our practice to support the NHS with those objectives.
Absolutely, yeah. We understand the 5 pillars of cybersecurity the NHS have set out around patient care, collaboration, cyber training, built-in cybersecurity and incident response. With the breadth of the Dell portfolio and empowered by MTI, we're able to meet all of those 5 pillars very easily. We have an incident response team that we then work alongside MTI and their managed service and professional services teams. From a patient care perspective, we understand the patient data, we understand how best to protect that with certified solutions, and being able to incorporate cybersecurity into that makes it a very powerful offering. The training that we provide as organisations is also first class. We have a number of facilities together, but we also do on-site workshops where we help and teach your staff. And then collaboration. I think, Finn, you and I, amongst ourselves, have hundreds of customers, and we're able to provide direct insights with each customers and provide sessions for one another. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one thing that you do need to mention as well is, don't just take our word for it. If you look at the DSPT requirements, NIST frameworks, NCSC, all of those different organisations, they'll all point to Dell and MTI as providing some of the most comprehensive solutions out there.
Great stuff, perfect. And I think in terms of what we're able to do to support you guys as an NHS customer of either Dell or MTI is if you get in touch with MTI, contact us and we can provide you with a no cost, no obligation assessment, which is spanning the breadth of backup, whether it be the security, the technical and operational efficiencies that you may be looking to achieve, helping you with planning a data protection strategy. We can support you with a number of different facets depending on where you're at in the journey.